Hi guys, welcome back for day 2 of your virtual learning. Just a reminder, last class we worked on different texture designs and we came up with some of these designs I showed you guys, and then your assignment was to finish this page filled in with more designs. Now, I have not had a chance to finish mine because I turned mine into a note to myself, but we're gonna be using what we created for today's project. So to start our project today, you guys are gonna need a fresh sheet of paper, and you're going to need a marker, a crayon, a pencil, a pen, doesn't matter. We don't really care about the color for this project today. For this project, it's more about the actual drawing that we're doing. So we're gonna start, I'm just using a black marker to make it easy to see. And we're gonna start by doing just random loops. I kind of like drawing cursive L's because I think they're kind of fun. And then I kind of come in and I just make random lines. So when your paper is broken up into different sections like that, we are ready to start. And what we're doing today, it's called a Zentangle. A Zentangle is a complete design made out of texture doodles. So every area of our paper is going to have a different texture design. That's why we made this cheat sheet list so that you don't have to overthink this. You can actually just start doing. So pick a section and start. All right, so I'm gonna start with my first one, this bumpy texture that I made. And I'm just gonna come in here and I'm going to repeat my texture design. All right, so now I'm gonna move to my next one, which was the circles. Now, I am not doing them huge, but nor am I making them super tiny, just kind of decently. Now, I know you could quickly slop something down on the paper and finish this in 5 minutes. But remember, what I'm looking for when I grade this is effort and completion. So yes, you may complete it by quickly slopping something down, but effort is going to be lacking. So I'm not saying this is going to take you guys the whole class today, but this project should take you, I'd say about 15 minutes or so to get your paper finished. So I'm going to move on mine. Here's my dots. Now, maybe on this one, I'm going to move over here for my, now you don't have to jump around. I just kind of like to do that myself. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm balancing my, my bumps. What I think is kind of fun about texture is that even though I'm just drawing simple designs using a black marker, some areas end up looking darker than others, like this one, because there's a lot of black lines compared to a lot of white space. So sometimes, even though I'm not doing anything different besides the quantity of drawing I'm doing, it can change the lightness factor. So here I have some sharp happening. Let's see, I could do X's. Make sure you guys can see that. I am still figuring out this whole camera thing myself, so give me a little bit of grace, just like I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of grace as we try to figure this all out together. All right, so lightning bolts, I'm gonna make them small. I could have made them big, but I feel like I've had a couple bigger designs, so I'm just gonna make a lot of Harry Potter lightning bolts, or what is it, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I feel like I read that book last year with a couple kiddos. Okay. So you guys can see I am trucking right along on this project. Now, if you're still watching me, you can keep watching me if you want to, or you can go ahead and get your paper and you can get started on this as well. And you can always kind of just check back in to see what my finished project looks like. But I'm going to keep working on mine on the video so that you guys can see the end result, because I'm afraid if I stop, I probably wouldn't finish it. So I'm just going to keep going. And sometimes I have to think about what I'm doing. And the great thing about texture, It is so easy just to like make it up. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's more about being able to justify what a picture would represent. So maybe somebody thinks that a texture represents bumpy, but someone else thinks it could be, you know, smooth. And neither of them are right or wrong because it is, or I guess neither of them are wrong. They're both right. I guess I should have said it that way. So you are welcome to think outside the box for this. And you don't have to have the exact same ones I do. I'd love for you not to have the exact same ones I do. This again is why we made this practice sheet on your day one, so that you could use some of those designs to help along with this project. Now I'm just gonna make nice, smooth, curved lines. And this is gonna represent smooth again. All right. I am gonna make a big section for the bricks because I really like bricks. Bricks are kind of fun because it's just lines and it's just a matter of spacing out. So I just made a whole bunch of, in this case I did vertical to turn my paper. And then you just wanna make sure that when you draw the, perpendicular line, that you space them. So I wouldn't wanna draw one right underneath it. I wanna kind of stagger so that it kind of gives it that whole realistic outlook or finish. So these lines that we're drawing now would be like the cement part of the bricks. All right, so what I love about this also is you can turn your paper in every single direction because it's not there's no top or bottom or left or right. It doesn't matter if it's horizontal or vertical because it is just a full design no matter what. Now this is that rough design, the one that reminds me of like a box fan and its texture. Okay, let's see what else I have. I am gonna do the rough dots. Now, with this one, I think I'm gonna make the dots, but I'm also gonna let my marker kind of make a little bit more like lines as well. So it's more, I guess this one is intentionally sloppy. So this is one where you can kind of just get away with being sloppy a little bit. Because to me, I want a difference between the nice and orderly polka dots and this. Okay, so I'm getting near the finish. I'm gonna have to come up with a few more designs because I didn't finish my practice sheet like you guys did. Alrighty, so let's see, what am I gonna do here? I think I am gonna make a repeating triangle. And then I'm gonna go upside down. So this, to me, is a sharp design because it is triangle, or a triangle, and it has the angles. So this right here, let's see how I'm gonna, there we go. Sometimes you just kind of have to fudge it to make it work a little bit. And it usually can fit however you want it to. There we go. One last one here. Okay, so I have 2 sections. I thought I only had one left. Let's see. How about on this one? Let's see. I think I'm just gonna go random. Kind of like we started this design, this Zentangle with. I'm just gonna make lines, a lot of cursive L's and loops, overlapping. Kind of reminds me of confetti. Woo woo, party time. All right, something kind of sort of like that. So that's definitely a curvy one. And I have one section left. Now, I think of this one, I am going to just do lines. Very basic, maybe pattern. And these could be smooth because they're solid, or it could be sharp, your choice. Because like I said, different textures can be different, or different drawings, can be different texture words. So here is my finished project. This is my texture Zentangle. This is what I want to see completed for day 2. So reminder, day 1, we had our practice sheet. Day 2, we have our completed Zentangle. And just to remind you guys, we started by just doing random loops. Oops, I just drew on my desk. Random loops to kind of divide the paper. All right, I like more sections because it makes the section smaller. If I only did a few loops, I would have, yes, less textures, but huge areas that I had to fill. So the more loops you have, the more textures you get to use, and the more often you get to change it up. And this is the end result. So what I'm gonna need from you guys today, when you finish, I am gonna need a picture of your practice sheet and your Zentangle design sheet, either emailed to me or sent to me on Parent Square, or you can send it to me in a Google Doc. But this is project number 1, or grade number 1, I guess, for your at-home learning. You will be getting, like I said, effort and completion grades on your your practice sheet that we did on day 1, and then your completed Zentangle drawing for day 2. So these are the 2 things that I need sent to me so that I can give you full credit. Okay, if you only send me 1, I can only give you partial credit. And if you send me nothing, I can't give you any credit. Now, again, there is a little bit of grace period because we're all trying to figure this out. So if it takes you a couple days, I'm not stressing that. You can turn it in when you get it completed. But don't fall too far behind because I see you every single day for this 3-week section. So these 15 days, actually I think it's 18 days because of this funky first week. And what we do in class when you're actually here in at Bridgeport is different than what we're doing here for the e-learning. Okay, you're gonna get graded on everything, but we don't work on this at school, and what we work on at school, we don't work on at home. Okay, I do not want these physically turned into me. I just want pictures sent to me. All right. If you or your parents have questions, please email me or send me a message on Parent Square. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Have fun doing this. I love Zentangles. They're good times. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day.